For the first time in the 2017-18 season, the Seahawks are victorious on the road as UNCW outlasts Wofford 65-60 Saturday night in Spartanburg. Head coach Karen Barefoot joins us now. And coach, this was a back-and-forth, grinded-out, 40-minute type game. Your Seahawks came out on top for the first time this year in one of those contests. What does it say about this team to be able to pull out a victory at Wofford tonight?
Well, we looked at them as, they were a team that loves to protect their house. I mean, they were 4-1 at home, and so we knew coming in that it was going to be a battle all night. And so we talked about it. We feel like we were tested early by some ACC teams, and we felt like we grew, but we just didn't come up with the road victory. And tonight was us where we had to figure out some things, and it was some ups and downs, and we hit some adversity, and a lot of players had to do little things for us to pull out the win. And I'm really proud of the grit that we showed, the passion that we showed. We were playing for each other. We got defensive stops. We had to make big plays all the way to the end, and I'm just very, very happy for this team.
Once again, the second half proves to be beneficial for you. A really strong second half effort. Coming out of the locker room trailing at the intermission, your team put it together and found a way to win.
Yeah, we kept talking about, we're all we have. We keep saying road warriors, but, that's who we are. And we had a few fans behind us cheering us on, but, it took our bench. It took everybody to talk on defense. It took everybody just to come together. And at times, I felt like when they put their head down, I was counting on my captains to pick people up, and they did. And so I credit the captains for their leadership, and even Chineri coming off and being that low block presence because they didn't have an answer for her. So it was a fun game to coach. I know it seemed like it was some ups and downs, but just to see my team get over the hump and finish out this game was exciting.
You talk about the bench and how important they are.
Yeah.
Lacey Suggs and Chineri Bell each contribute 15 points, and they've been the catalyst for you the last couple of games. Lacey obviously throughout the season, but Chineri these last two outings. What does it mean for you to have such an important bench presence, especially as you finish up your non-conference schedule this week?
Well, I think that it's very important that you have depth and players that can come off the bench to contribute, and they did. They came off the bench and really gave us a huge boost. And whether it was attacking the basket, whether we were feeding the ball inside, or rebounding, or defensively holding their post under, because again, we got them in foul trouble, and it hurt them a little bit, so we took advantage of it. But again, Lacey does her thing. She always does off the bench, just whatever it takes. But everybody really did what they had to do for us to win. Even Jenny making the free throws just to put it out of reach towards the end. It took everything, and I'm just really excited for them right now.
And Jenny DeGraff gave you 15 points. She really came along throughout this game. What can you say about her performance
leadership
tonight?
Her leadership. I mean, there was times where I felt like I was saying too much, and I felt like somebody had to say other things besides the head coach, and she did. She just started to talk a lot, and then all of a sudden they started to talk more on the floor, and it became contagious. So we had tremendous energy the second half. We had a slow start to the second half, but then we caught fire, and Jenny started to talk more, and her teammates started to respond. So again, I think where we're really growing right now in the season is our leadership, and that is a huge, big deal for our team right now. Is if we continue to do that, great things will happen.
UNCW now 6-4 on the year and return home Thursday to host Georgia State. Coach, thanks for the time and congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Eric.